It was about 2 hours ago, and now I'm walking back through the front door to the house I once shared with my boyfriend. And now I see I've only been sharing a house with someone just using me for my money. I may not be rich, but I have enough money for me and maybe one other person to live a comfortable and happy life. The moment the front door glides open, a familiar yet now haunting aroma floods the air. Wilson must be here, cooking and preparing food, our favorite salmon sushi with homemade cotton candy bread, acting like he hasn't done anything wrong. Does he even care about me anymore? I stare down the long, daunting hallway. The walls are painted a clean shade of snow white, and the carpeted floors are a lovely shade of onyx black that we chose together. Running along the floors all around the house. The reason we chose the shade was because we didn't want guests to see mud that might have been brought in by shoes or animals we might have had for pets in the future. But all of that decoration now makes me fear what will happen to my relationship with him after what I witnessed. It makes me think of him and then that moment over and over again, just replaying in my mind non-stop. Should I bring it up to him during dinner or not? But if he was cheating on me with that girl, then wouldn't he just deny it or try to avoid the question and keep me in his life? Is he just using me for the assets I bring to a relationship? My quiet traits and tendencies to not ask questions about anything for a moment. I stand in the doorway until he walks out of the kitchen and into the hallway with a steel frying pan in his hand and a clean white apron over his clothes. Are you okay, Liam? Why are you just standing there? Come in before you catch a cold, he asks, reaching out towards my shoulder with his free hand. I don't answer his first question though. I just let him pull me gently inside and close the door behind me before returning to the kitchen. Dinner is ready by the time I manage to get myself to go to the kitchen after him, but before I can say anything to him about what I saw, he serves the food onto our usual plates and sets them on the ready-made table. He pulls my seat out for me and guides me to sit down as he tucks me under the table and sits down across the table from me. So, how was your day? Last night seemed rough for you, he states as he picks up the fork laid out neatly next to his plate and digs into the cotton candy bread. You would never believe how difficult it was, I reply, looking down at the table for a moment before also taking my fork and stabbing it into a piece of sushi. Do you want to talk about it or not? He asks, looking up at me from his plate. I just shake my head and return to eating my sorrows away, not even bothering to look up at him. The meal goes on for who knows how long, but once it's over, for some reason, I still help Wilson with the dishes and cleaning up the table. I put the last dishes into the sink and start running the warm water while pouring some dish soap in. Do you think you can handle the rest of the cleaning while I go hot into the shower? He wonders, hugging me from behind as he kisses my cheek. Sure. I got it, I state blankly. My voice emotionless, though he doesn't seem to notice as he leaves the room after thanking me. I hear the sound of running water turn on down the hallway a few seconds after he left, and I just keep scrubbing dishes with the worn grey sponge from the side of the sink. My mind suddenly pulls up a plan to go and look through his phone and confirm whether or not he actually is cheating on me with Julia, my best friend.